video series, we are exploring the different modules that are available and features with the Nicolet IS50 FTIR platform. And in this segment, we would like to explore and talk about the FT-Raman module. So Mike Bradley is the product manager for the Nicolet IS50 FTIR, and it was part of the design of this instrument platform from the beginning. And so could you tell us a bit about the design of the FT-Raman module for the IS50?
The previous generation instruments and many of the other instruments you would find on the market right now, when they have FT-Raman modules, they were large modules that sat on the side. What we wanted was something much more compact and something much more usable for users who didn't need that very large high power unit. Before we go too far down that road, why do you want FT-Raman? And the primary thing is looking at the resistance or the avoidance of fluorescence interference by the high energy lasers. This laser is at 1064 or in the near infrared, and by being that low in energy, it doesn't usually excite many molecules to fluoresce, so you get fluorescence-free Raman. The other advantage of the FT-Raman is what's called the cons advantage, the fact that you can, using the helium neon laser that's inside, you get a highly reproducible scanning, which means that the coads, as you're scanning multiple times, are very reproducible, and you get very good coadding, so that your signal to noise in the FT-Raman rapidly rises. This is required to overcome the 1 over lambda to the 4th dependence of Raman intensity. Now, the Raman module is made to be easily inserted and removed from the accessory, and you can see as I just flip this little thing, looks like a bicycle clamp. The module just slides right out, and then it slides right back in. It slides on a rail or a track, and as it slides in, you can hear it right now as it's initializing itself. The internal stage is moving. And again, as with the concept behind all of the modules on the Nicolet IS50, we really stressed the ease of use and the ability to quickly configure the instrument. So when I pulled it out, the automatic beam splitter changer may have said, now I need to go to the mid-IR, so it changes to the potassium bromide beam splitter. But now that it's got the Raman in, it knows it needs the califluoride, and the software automatically selects that, automatically selects the beam path. And the beam path for the Raman is actually backwards. It goes through the interferometer backwards to a detector that's mounted inside the instrument. And the huge part of that is the ability to have a very compact solution that is essentially, I would say, instantly available. You know, from the time I install it until the time it was ready to use. You hear it's quiet now, it's ready to use. The sample is ready to be mounted on one of the sampling plates that insert right into the front. And that's the huge advantage of it. The last piece is that in both pharmaceutical and forensic environments, FT-Raman can often be either a auxiliary or a secondary technique for the identification. For instance, in the forensics, it is one of those things that's permissible in the court of law. So you can add the IR data to the Raman data and get two methods to help secure a legal verdict, whether it be conviction or clearance or whatever it may be. So that's really the point of the FT-Raman module. Compact, easy to use, lightweight, with the flexibility of having a stage that can do mapping and other things, linear mapping, area mapping, or just points.
And so what qualifications are provided with the Raman module?
The Raman module is qualified against the pharmaceutical, the CP, USP, PHEUR, the FTIR, the European, all of those different qualification methods that are required to allow it to be used. And actually, the sample that is on here is the qualification standard. It is a polystyrene puck that allows the instrument to automatically And I reiterate that it automatically does the validation so that now you have the ability to use it, in particular in a pharmaceutical environment.
So what's really nice is we could see with this configuration, you could have a tablet, you could analyze it with the ATR sampling location, and then place it into the FT-Raman module, and without changing anything with the configuration.
It's really the accumulation of all the different techniques. That's what makes the Nicolet IS-50 truly unique, is the ability to embed all of these things and then send a beam out to other components that allow you to do exactly what you just said. You can really configure a full workstation to answer multiple questions, and you can put a microscope on the side of it, such as the Thermo Scientific Nicolet Wrapped IR FTIR microscope that gives you a full range of capabilities there.
Well, thank you. Again, we're happy to have these conversations and explore these modules with you, and look forward to talking with you more about how these modules and techniques could fit your workflow and lab needs. Thank you.